Good day everyone! We are the Group 2 from Dash 4. For today, we are going to present our project proposal for the subject of NSTP, which is entitled Collect and Donate. For this project, as I am speaking now, my name is Aaron Martinez, a member of this group, accompanied with Cortez, our leader, Peña Flor, our assistant leader, and together with the rest of our team, Wenceslao, Yabut, Magan, Martin, Malit, Jacinto, Espetero, Yap, Gabriel, Cruz, Senya, and Salvio. Our target barangay for this project would be the barangay of Genti de Leon, Valenzuela City. So, we can now proceed to discuss what is our project proposal all about. So for the background and rationale, the world since the pandemic has been a tough challenge for everyone. It is one of the hardest challenges in life that made everyone look out for help. Every day, necessities are hard to meet, especially for the disadvantaged people. But for the privileged, there is always a way to continue living, one of which is the shift in acquiring goods and services. In the midst of the quarantine, online and delivery services were our companions to meet our needs and wants. In an article by Business World Online, a percentage of the country's population has shopped online, and the reason for the popularity of e-stores is the phenomenal growth of e-payment platforms like GCash and PayMaya. However, managing our purchasing habits became harder for some, especially with the convenience that comes with e-platforms. That is why a portion of the Filipino homes are full of stuff and later on, unnecessary things. With the help of this Collect and Donate project, we seek to assist the needs of people from the Barangay Genti de Leon, specifically with its major arising problem of having homeless people in their community. This will support these people by giving them basic resources such as clothing, supplies, food, and other things that will be collected, which will be helpful for their daily requirements. And it can be a developing program that will serve as their guide in waste management while giving assistance to the vagrants as well.
Since my colleague Martinez is done on discussing about the background and rationale, let's now proceed to discuss about the objectives of the project. So, the primary goal of the Collect and Donate initiative is to collect essential resources, including clothing, food, and supplies from individuals and organizations and subsequently distribute them to individuals or communities facing difficulties with the aim of alleviating their hardships and improving their overall well-being. Our group conducted a survey to the respondents who are living at Genti de Leon regarding the major problem that they are facing in their community. As a result, the survey shows that the most of the respondents who are living there for many years, 10 years and above, it says that the major problem in their community is there's a lot of homeless people. And as time goes by, the situation of homelessness has increased up until now. As we're having this result, our team is going to implement a project which is the Collect and Donate. We focus on how we support the homeless people according to their needs because it's really hard for them to provide their basic needs like clothes, shoes, and other things that they need in their everyday lives. This project aims to support the homeless people by empathizing, by letting them feel that there are people who are willing to help them even in the smallest matter. Also, this project aims to not let those clothes, shoes, and other things that might be beneficial for other people be wasted. This will give awareness for all that instead of throwing your clothes, shoes, and things that you are no longer using, it's better to donate all of it. This project also encourages individuals to be engaged with this kind of activity and let them realize that even our small good deeds, it will have a significant impact and to make a difference in other people's lives and can help them to improve their well-being. The act of Collecting and donating generously to those in need gives you a great sense of empowerment and might thus make you happier and more content. Being able to make a difference in other people's lives is extremely rewarding. We can also strengthen our own personal ideals and feel as though we are living according to our own ideas by acting on these strong feelings of responsibility. You are able to help individuals in need by giving your clothes and belongings to the people in need. Old books, kid toys, and functional electronics are just a few examples of things that can be recycled and utilized again by people who need them. Instead of throwing it out, giving it to a worthy cause might benefit others who are in need, providing us the impression that we have a significant impact on someone's life, which motivates us to do more good and develop different perspectives of happiness.
So now let's move on to discuss who are the target beneficiaries of this project. When creating a project and you are going to implement this, it is very important to know first what the major issues and who are the people that benefit from the said project. It's better to know where areas should you focus on and think of it. Is the world be beneficial? Who are the people that will benefit from this? Can this bring a positive change into our lives? Can this also help the team to develop our well-being? It is not required for us to be engaged or participating with the community and to dig deeper about the certain issues that we are facing right now. But we think of it, definitely will be beneficial. It will bring a huge impact and difference not only with our lives as we developing our growth and development, but also being aware that we as an individual, being aware of what's happening in our current situations should be part of our life. Beneficiaries are anyone who needs it. He can be an adult, children, senior citizens, most people who need it, the homeless people or street people. The people in society who are in the needs are the most overlooked. Society, government aren't set up to protect and help everyone who needs it. That's why we are making this proposal to provide dedicated resources, essential to help the most vulnerable. Children, the benefits of this project for the children is to help them get something they can afford or have. In this simple way, we can give them opportunity to be happy and have some affordable and proper clothes, shoes, and things that can help them to study like books, pencils, pens, crayons. For adults, the advantage of the project for adults is that we can provide them with shoes and clean, appropriate clothing that will enable them to look respectable with applying for jobs. And for the senior citizens, we are aware that they are unable to afford necessities since they are too old to work in this straightforward manner. We can provide them with this necessity for daily living.
Implementing strategies. My colleague Yabut is done in discussing about the target beneficiaries. So now let's move on discussing about implementing strategies. These are the strategies that will be implemented in barangay to address the objectives. Week 1, go to the DSWD, Department of the Barangay, to know the number of people who are at least fortunate living in the area. Next, set up a meeting with the team to strategize the number of days to be categorized for the following. A. How many are the target of people? The following age bracket who need the donation based on the DSWD data. B. Identify what are the common needs of these people. C. Budget and allocation. D. Time frame and setting of expectation. E. Create a formal letter of solicitation and identify people who can donate. F. Post an announcement around the area of your barangay to encourage people to donate their old clothes and such things that others will be needing. G. Create a program in the barangay which is the donation drive program. H. Visit anyone's home to gather donations if there are any. I. Pick a shelter to give the donations. J. Look for the people around the area who are in need. As we all know, by having a time frame on implementing a project proposal would help increase the possibility of completing the task according to its given period. It would help the team to analyze who would be our potential targets and what is the appropriate project that needs to be proposed. Having a time frame will help the team determine to give the time to each task or steps and when is the project should be implemented. Time frame will help the team to organize each task, setting deadlines and tracking progress for the project to be successfully implemented to its designated time.
And since we've already done discussing about implementing strategies, let's move on to the project management. This project entitled Collect and Donate presented guidance and encourage creativity in coordinating resources for Indian service systems in Gente de Leon, Valenzuela, which intends to involve and motivate the young in the region to address impoverished circumstances. The program promotes empathy and community engagement by providing information about the difficulties that these people face. The key goals are to raise awareness, organize drives for donations, and build long-lasting assistance networks in order to encourage young individuals to play a compassionate and proactive part in changing the lives of those in need. The purpose of this initiative is to encourage young individuals to make an improvement in the daily lives of the homeless while simultaneously creating a stronger and more caring community. There are more methods than merely giving your time or money to the community. Even by giving away your unwanted items, you can be able to assist someone. Think about donating your unwanted stuff to thrift stores or your unused food to food bank. You might also consider creating your own collection at a community, church, or educational institution. If you do discover that you have some extra cash on hand, think about giving a small sum to a nearby non-profit organization. However, before you do, confirm that the charity for chosen is a legitimate organization.
For the team to drive for the completion of this project entitled Collect and Donate, and to make it possible, we have identified what are the potential needs of our target beneficiaries, which are the respondents of Gente de Leon, Valenzuela City, and we have organized the task on many to be done. So for the project requirements, here are those. Collecting and donating is a big advantage for the homeless and poor, whether in the form of school supplies, hygiene items, or clothing. Donating to those in need has immense value. For many, simple acts of kindness of this nature can make a big impact in their lives and prove to be a reason for hope amidst times of uncertainty or crisis. There are many things in our community that can be given in the form of donations. People donate clothes such as socks, basic t-shirts, and jackets. Clothing of all ages and sizes is always appreciated. Also, as cleanliness directly pertains to well-being, access to items used for hygiene and self-care is important for everyone, no matter their age, gender, background, or circumstances. There are lots of things to contribute to charity to help kids in need, specifically items geared towards children themselves, such as clothing, toys, and school supplies.
In implementing a project, it is not a new thing if we encounter some problems or issues while we are driving for the completion of it. We can avoid to have some conflicts on doing the task, so it is very important for the team to be always ready and to have a backup ideas and plans, just in case this problem or issues arise. So here are those. The first is the disadvantage of collect and donate. In reality, a large portion of donated clothes typically aren't suitable for someone else to wear because some clothes are in poor condition. Next one is about the shoes, book, etc. Many might have been damaged. Sometimes books are in bad shape, are outdated, or are inappropriate for the intended recipient in important ways. Next one is, if there's a large quantities of donations, especially clothes, we are not sure if all of them will be used. It could be a waste if many of the donation will be unwanted by the recipient. Next one is, some people donate the unwanted things even if they are already useless. Some of the collectors might disregard the things that are useless. Last one is, in donation, not everything can be stocked. Take food and goods for example. It has an expiration date and sometimes the environment affects its quality that makes it not safe for consuming.
So now we are done on discussing all parts of community project proposal. These are the things that I want to share for you to be encouraged. Donating is not required, but doing this, it shows of being concerned to other situations. Helping other people will make you feel satisfied on achieving your personal growth and ensuring the well-being of those who are in need. Helping by simply donating is also empowering and can let all of us to realize that even in the small matter we can help. Our small good deeds might bring huge changes into the suffering of other people, such as their hardships on providing their basic needs like clothes, shoes, and things that might be beneficial. So if I were you, instead of throwing your things and making it an additional waste to our environment, it's better to donate it. By these simple acts, we can ensure the possibility of development of our community as well as our personal development.